Good morning everyone. Today we will discuss about sexual reproduction in algae. So sexual reproduction क्या होता है? So it is a biparental process. इसमें दो पेरेंट्स इन्वॉल्व होते हैं and जो gametes हैं gametes का fusion भी होता है इसमें and it involves meiosis also and it brings genetic variations. So जो algae है algae shows sexual reproduction by various methods, so that we will discuss one. Firstly, we will discuss about some conditions or criteria to fulfill sexual reproduction. जो sexual reproduction है, that is shown by any individual organism after attaining a certain age of maturity. तो एक क्राइटेरिया तो पहला ये है कि जो ऑर्गेनिज्म है वो मैच्योर होना चाहिए, प्यूबर्टी की स्टेज में वो होना चाहिए. सो आफ्टर दैट इट विल undergo sexual reproduction. Then in case of algae, the other important factor for sexual reproduction is light. So light important factor है. Presence of light जो है sexual reproduction का process start करता है algae में. Then optimum pH in the environment, pH optimum होना चाहिए, and optimum temperature. So temperature भी optimum होना चाहिए, and abundance of food material. So these are some criterias. Firstly, जो reproduction, sexual reproduction है वो तभी होगी when it will acquire considerable amount of food material. Food material एक definite amount में present होना चाहिए, optimum amount में, और vegetative जो activity है वो over हो जानी चाहिए. Means it should attain maturity, reproductive stage पे आना चाहिए plant. The next जो light है, bright light, that is major factor for the production of gametes. So gametes की production के लिए light act as a stimulant. So light का होना ज़रूरी है. Then suitable pH is required in the surrounding environment और internal जो cell है, cell का pH और जो surrounding environment का pH, that also triggers the process of sexual reproduction. Then optimum temperature is also necessary for this process of reproduction. So these are some criteria for sexual reproduction. Next we will discuss types. So जो types हैं sexual reproduction के algae में, firstly it is autogamy. Auto means self, gamy means marriage. Then isogamy. Iso means same, gamy means marriage. So it is the marriage between two same gametes, similar gametes. Hetero means different, gamy means marriage. So hetero means different. तो different, दो different types के gametes involved होंगे fusion में. So it is further of two types. One is anisogamy and other is physiological anisogamy. Aniso means unequal, gamy means marriage. So दो unequal gametes के बीच में जो fusion होगा, that is called anisogamy. Physiological anisogamy में जो दो fusing gametes होते हैं, morphologically they are similar but they are different in their physiological activity. Next is aplanogamy or conjugation. Aplanogamy means इसमें जो दोनों fusing gametes होंगे, they are non-motile. It is also known as conjugation. And next is parasexuality. It is the genetic recombination which occurs without the involvement of gamete fusion. So let's discuss it one by one. Next is autogamy. Auto means self, gamy means marriage. So इसमें जो दो gametes होते हैं, they are produced within a single mother cell. एक ही मदर सेल के अंदर दोनों गैमेट्स प्रोड्यूस होंगे. सपोज दिस इज द सेल ऑफ डायटम, एक डायटम एक एल्गी है. इट विल अंडरगो मियोसिस टू फॉर्म 4 न्यूक्लियाई. आउट ऑफ दिस 4 न्यूक्लियाई, दो जो न्यूक्लियस हैं दे विल बी डिसइंटीग्रेटेड और दो ही बचेंगे. सो दिस बोथ न्यूक्लियाई विल एक्ट एज गैमेट्स. दे विल फ्यूज टुगेदर टू फॉर्म द डिप्लॉयड स्ट्रक्चर. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ sexual reproduction is known as autogamy. So it involves fusion of two sister gametes. Sister gametes, why these are called sister gametes? Because they are produced in common mother cell. एक single mother cell के अंदर ये produce होते हैं. That's why these are known as sister cells, sister gametes we can say. Next, in this process, it involves only fusion of nuclei. So it only involves karyogamy, that is fusion of nucleus. इसमें cytogamy नहीं होता, means fusion of cytoplasm नहीं होता. The next, it is an important feature of diatoms. So algae में जो diatoms हैं वो इस तरह की sexual reproduction show करते हैं. Next, is isogamy. So isogamy, iso means equal or alike, gamos means marriage. So जो दोनों fusing gametes होंगे, they are similar in their morphology as well as in their physiology. So इस तरह की जो reproduction है इसमें दोनों fusing gametes same होते हैं, similar होते हैं, so that is commonly known as isogamy. So it involves fusion of two morphologically and physiologically similar gametes. दोनों जो fusing gametes हैं ये दोनों ही similar होंगे in their morphology and in their activity. So fusing gametes are known as, जो fusing gametes हैं इनको isogametes कहा जाता है. And the fusion of two similar gametes is found in many species. बहुत सारी species हैं algae की जिसमें ये process होता है. So usually the gametes taking part in fusion either come from the two different individual, दो different individual हो सकते हैं या फिर different filaments हो सकते हैं. Sometimes these two fusing gametes come from two different cells of same filament. तो कई बार एक ही फिलामेंट के दो डिफरेंट सेल ये जो गैमेट्स हैं प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं विच आर सिमिलर एंड दे विल फ्यूज टुगेदर. सो दीज आर सम कंडीशंस विच इन्वॉल्व्स आइसोगैमी. देन इसमें जो हम गैमेट्स हैं इनको हम एज अ मेल गैमेट और फीमेल गैमेट डेजिग्नेट नहीं करते हैं बिकॉज they are similar in their activity and there is no clear-cut sexual dimorphism, so we will designate them as plus or minus strain. So इसको plus or minus strain से हम इसको designate करते हैं. One will be a plus strain, other will be a minus strain. For example, many species of Chlamydomonas and Ulothix. Next is heterogamy. So hetero means different, gamy means fusion. So it involves fusion of two dissimilar gametes. So दोनों fusing gametes हैं, we can see here. So these are different in their shape or morphology or in their activity. So this is called heterogamy. It is of two types. एक type जिसमें जो दोनों fusing gametes हैं they are morphologically similar, means उनकी जो shape है वो similar होंगी. So that is called physiological anisogamy, but they are different in their in activity. In second type जो fusing gametes हैं they are morphologically different, so that is called anisogamy. So firstly anisogamy, second is physiological anisogamy. Aniso means unequal. So जो दो fusing gametes हैं they are unequal in their morphology. So aniso means unequal, gamos means marriage. So it involves fusion of two morphologically and physiologically dissimilar gametes. So इसमें जो gametes हैं वो morphologically भी different हैं और physiologically भी different हैं. The next जो fusing gametes हैं उनको कहा जाता है anisogametes. These are commonly known as anisogametes. So इसमें जो male gametes होते हैं they are somewhat smaller in size. Male gametes are smaller. और जो female gametes होते हैं they are larger in size. इसके अलावा जो मेल गैमेट्स हैं they are active, somewhat active, और जो फीमेल गैमेट्स हैं they are sluggish, less active. So this is shown by the Chlamydomonas species, that is Chlamydomonas brownie and Pandorina. So these are some algal form which shows anisogamy. The next we have second type of heterogamy, that is physiological anisogamy. In this structure, in this picture we can see here both the fusing gametes are similar in their morphology, but they varies in their physiology. That means they show different types of activities. So when the fusing gametes are morphologically similar but exhibit different physiological behavior, when they vary in their physiology or activity, then this type of reproduction is known as physiological anisogamy. In this case जो एक gamete होगा that is more active and other will be sluggish. In case of for example in case of Chlamydomonas monoica and Spirogyra and Ectocarpus. So these are some genera which show this physiological anisogamy. For example the next in Ectocarpus siliculosus, the sluggish, this is the female gamete. It is surrounded by a large number of more active male gametes. So ये जो female gamete है, it is surrounded by a large number of male gametes. So this results in formation of clump-like structure. So this is called clump formation. So that we will discuss about this clump formation in detail in ectocarpus chapter. The next is Autogamy. So Autogamy is the most advanced form of sexual reproduction. Oion means egg, gamos means marriage. So it involves fertilization of large non-motile female gamete by a small motile gamete. So this is the most advanced type of sexual reproduction. So it is the most advanced and highly evolved mode of sexual fusion that occur in highly evolved algae. For example, in case of Chlamydomonas coccifera, Chlamydomonas uloganum, and Volvox, Urogonium, Cara, Fucus, etc. So जो मोस्ट एडवांस्ड फॉर्म है एल्गी के वो इसको शो करते हैं. Autogamy में जो फीमेल, जिसको हम वैसे इसमें डिफ्रेंसिएशन नहीं है फीमेल और मेल में, बट जो लार्ज साइज का गैमेट है दैट एक्ट एज अ फीमेल गैमेट एंड दैट इज sluggish, we can say that is non-motile, और जो मेल गैमेट है दैट इज motile, that is smaller in size and highly active. So this is the most advanced form of sexual reproduction. In case of red algae, polysiphonia and batrachospermum, where male gametes are also non-motile. In case में जो male gamete हैं वो भी non-motile होते हैं. So both the fusing gametes are non-motile. So this type of Autogamy is highly specialized. This is highly specialized. Here male gametes are known as spermatia. यहाँ पे हम जो non-motile gametes हैं male gamete इनको spermatia बोलते हैं और female gametes को बोलते हैं carpogonia. इसको भी हम डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे पॉलीसाइफोनिया के केस में. The next is conjugation or aplanogamy. Aplano means non-motile, gamy means fusion, so it involves fusion of two similar non-motile gametes or cells which facilitate the transfer of genetic material from one cell to another. So we can see here this is the cell of स्पायरोगायरा. सो स्पायरोगायरा के केस में क्या होता है कि जो एक सेल है वो एक कॉन्जुगेशन ट्यूब की तरह स्ट्रक्चर बनाता है एंड सेंड इट टू द अदर सेल एंड ट्रांसफर इट्स जेनेटिक मटेरियल टू दिस ट्यूब टू द अदर सेल. सो दिस इन्वॉल्व्स कॉन्जुगेशन एंड दिस इज आल्सो नोन एज aplanogamy. So the both fusing gametes are commonly known as aplanogametes. For example, Spirogyra and Zygnema. So these are two genera which show this type of sexual reproduction. The next is parasexuality. So it is shown by some fungi also. So it involves genetic recombination without the involvement of sexual reproduction. So इसमें sexual reproduction नहीं होता है, but still there is transfer of genetic material. So this phenomenon is known as parasexuality. It is shown by many blue-green algae like Anacystis, Anabena, and Cylindrospermum. So that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.